beautiful day, beautiful beings. It is mine truly, yours maybe. You have to be yours before you can be anybody else's, right? And so, welcome to Sierra Speaks. This is a short segment where I just get on and I literally just speak from my heart. I allow all the elements, all the feelings and the emotions throughout the day, throughout the week to meet me here in this space. And this space isn't more so of a physical space, it's an intentional space within myself, which that I meet myself at. And so then I decide to let y'all in on it and I do a video so you can meet yourself here too as well. And so again, you must be yours before you can be anybody else's. So I hope you enjoyed last month because last month we talked about um recovery. Yeah, that was hard. That was a doozy. I'm still saying ouch about a few things that I allowed myself to recover from. And so without slowing down, right? Without giving ourselves time to even think about the pain, we're going to continue to move forward. It's like you got to put the alcohol on it. You got to endure the sting for just a moment, just a while, and then after a while the sting is gone, and that's literally what happens. But that's also the sting is what sometimes stops individuals from recovering because they're so worried about the pain that might be afflicted during the recovery that they're not willing to be accountable, that they're not willing to do the work, that they aren't willing to just snatch that band-aid off. Because remember, I said last month that oh, what I was supposed to say, that you have to let the air hit it. Like that's something like the older people used to say. Like you got to let the air hit it. Let the air hit it because things that are covered do not heal well. And so you don't want to keep covering up what is not serving you. You don't want to keep pretending what is not helping you. You don't want to keep lying to yourself while you're trying to be truthful to other people. Now, listen, this is the thing that people don't care whether you lie to yourself. People don't care whether if you reach your goals. People don't care whether if you're smiling on the inside out. People don't care that you left your dream home on the pillow or you left your dreams home on the pillow and now you're out in the world helping them build theirs. People don't care. But the thing is, I do. I think I'm one of a select few that still cares. And but the thing is that I don't just care that I want you to pretend to me. I don't just care because I want you to lie to me. I care because I want you to be first partaker of what it is that you expect from me. And if you expect me to tell you the truth, then I'm expecting you to tell yourself the truth too. If you're expecting me to be accountable for you, then I'm expecting you to be accountable of yourself as well. Don't look for attributes and individuals that you don't see in yourself. Let me say that again. Don't look for attributes and individuals that you don't see in yourself. It has to start with you. Another thing that we talked about as on this channel is that it starts with you. And then spell it with me. Who else has been in this room and can spell it with me? Issue. Spell issue out loud. Issue. ISS. It's you. Sometimes the issue be us. Sometimes we be the very thing that is standing in our way. Yeah, sometimes you have become the weapon formed against yourself and you don't even know that, right? You so busy in the pain and in the distress and in defense mode that you can't see that you have now started to be the weapon formed against you. And so, if while you have taken it upon yourself to be mad at everybody else, please do yourself a favor. Please do me a favor and be mad at yourself too. Yeah, do yourself a favor and be mad at yourself as well because that means that you are truly on your way to recovery when you are willing to snatch the band-aid off because you want to see beyond the trees, and you're just tired of looking at the trees. You want to know what's beyond that thing. If you want to know what's on the other side of fear, then this is the place for you. If you want to know what's on the other side of procrastination, then this is the space for you. If you want to know who you can become from the things that you have gone through, then this talk is for you. Then this moment absolutely has your name written on it. Then this is the thing that you have been praying about. Yeah, joy for everything, beautiful beings. It's mine, truly yours, maybe. And again, I must be first partaker of the fruit before I even try to give you the fruit, so I can really give you a real testimony. Or do you want me to just continue to lie to you like you are expecting of some content creators and even some pastors that I notice, right? You'll have a person who has a calling, who wants to do a thing, but you set them at a standard so high, and because they love you and they respect you and they really want you to rock with them, some often will lie that they got the thing going on when really they don't got the thing going on, because they really just want you to rock with them. I don't want you to pretend to yourself so much that you feel like you got a lot of me. I need you to tell yourself the truth, because when you tell yourself the truth, you make yourself free. When you tell yourself the truth, you're not so easy to judge me. When you tell yourself the truth, you can absolutely attract what it is that your heart truly desires. Yeah. And so the thing is about pastors and content creators, we are looking for them to be what we need them to be only so often so we can judge them when we feel like that they don't line up, or when we feel like they've done a sinful thing, or when we feel like that you can now see the human in them. I want you to always see my human. I want you to always know that I am a human, but I also know that I'm a spiritual being first. I know that I'm a spiritual being sent here to this planet by way in this flesh suit, right? This is all my flesh, by way of this suit to be an amazing individual. And so are you too. But some of us have gotten confused. Some of us have gotten bamboozled to think that we are only humans because all we see is this clay box. Yeah, this is dirt. This is dirt, and it's gonna go back to the dirt. I was painting today, see, because I was creating, because that's what I discovered from what I recovered from last month. The things that I allowed myself to recover from, I discovered that there is an artist in me, which I call myself a artist, but that's a whole nother topic. But there is something more outside of the pain. There is purpose in that place. If you allow yourself to endure just a little while, right? If you allow yourself to believe outside of even the narrative of what other people have told you about yourself, if you allow yourself the opportunity to not just be strong. Who just wants to be strong? Oh, it didn't kill me. It made me stronger. And now y'all walking around looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger with the fat neck and all the muscles, and yet you still being naive. And yet still you are being what it is when they say you keep making the same mistake over and over again. That's the definition. Insanity. You are still insane in the membrane because you keep repeating and doing the same thing. Who cares? Because it made you strong if you aren't learning from the thing. Right? So you just got strong, but then you still not learning. You still tripping in the same place that you tripped last time. You still falling for the same red flags because you're not willing to help yourself, and you have become the issue to yourself. You have become the weapon that is formed against you. You have allowed your desires to be a bomb mom, an awesome dad, a goat, what are all these names, to live your best life. You have allowed yourself to continue to lie to yourself in this space, and this is why it feels unrewarding. This is why I feel like when you lay down in your bed at night, that you feel like you don't feel important. You're still seeking for validation. You're still wondering why life doesn't feel as good. You putting in all this work, and yet still life doesn't feel rewarding. Stay tuned. We'll be right back, and then we're going to go over why we're here this month. And just like that, we're back. So, as we have rolled into the month of April, so I only come on twice a month, the second Wednesday and the fourth Wednesday. So it's the second Wednesday, April 10th. And so we have from what we recovered from last month. Last month we talked about recovery. When life gives you lemons, what can you do? So we are recovering, we are discovering, and then we are empowering ourselves from the inside out. So last month, which was January, February, March, last month in March, we talked about recovery. We talked about three things that we talked about things that we need to recover from. And all of us recover differently. That was the thing. And so I hope you are still allowing yourself the grace and the time to recover from those things that are hindering you from being your best, most magical self, that are stopping you from being your superlative self. And so, from the things that we recovered from, we are now giving ourselves an opportunity to discover. And so, yeah, you're giving yourself a reason. Give me one good reason, and I'll turn right back around. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Give me one good reason, and I'll turn right back around. Hey, give what you intentionally healed a reason to discover a new narrative, a reason to live again, a reason to love again, a reason to try again, maybe a reason to stop talking so much. Maybe a reason to know that you don't have to be strong and it's okay to ask for help. Maybe a reason to see that what you thought what you did was the right thing, but now you see you might have shouldn't have put that man on child support. Maybe you might have seen that maybe this child was it's our investment and not a weapon that you're using against him or her, who y'all made a creation together and now y'all can't even get along. Give yourself a reason to discover a new life, because besides, you only get one. You only get one. And then, even if there is a thing of you coming back and doing it over again, you won't get this life again. You won't get this one. So stop forfeiting, right? Stop forfeiting opportunities to allow yourself to discover new things. And so I'm gonna share this with y'all because I love being transparent. I love telling y'all some of the MUS and the crap and the stinky thinking that I believed about myself, so you don't repeat the same crap that I went through. Listen, I'm here showing my face, not because I want your likes. I'm here showing my face to be a mirror. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Hey, I'm asking me to change my ways. I'm asking myself to change my ways. So ain't no way I'm allowing you to come in my space and you are unwilling to change your ways, and you constantly want the stinky thinking. You constantly want me to feel your damage that you hiding under the word love. Listen, love ain't supposed to feel damaging. People can tell you constructive criticism. People can tell you the truth about things, and although it might bust your ego and you might need to say ouch, it don't feel like damage when it comes from pure intention. So this month, the month of April, we are allowing ourselves to discover something new that we didn't even know that we can discover. And so what I discovered from what was a painful situation. My cousin was 39. She passed away in a shower found by her teenage son. And so that was hard for my family. I was already going through a divorce. Listen, I wanted nothing to do with this. But from that, I discovered that that us that we that death isn't a highly announced topic, but death is as much a part of life as life is. And so we have to have these conversations. And so I started talking about death, and I started being intentional, and I discovered that what I could do for my family was to allow us a space to find light in loss, right? So to find light in loss, and in the process of us finding light in this loss, we could then guide other family members to have them to have the conversation, right? To talk about death. We have holidays. and all these things that we meet up with family, but we're not having these conversations. Your family should absolutely have a 10-year plan. Your family should absolutely have the conversation around who's going to do what when someone's no longer here. And don't be deceived. It's not always the older person. Our younger people are dying as well. Our younger people are now having to make adult decisions because mom and dad are leaving and nobody had a discussion. And so Blue Lips Don't Care is the name of the experience that I discovered, right? I discovered that I can take that feeling blue and turn it into something magical. And so we are talking about the art of discovery for the month of April. And so what can you discover from that painful experience? When life gives you lemons, what are you going to create? When life gives you lemons, what are you willing to allow yourself to be, to see, and to bring to the table? That's the message for this week. I'll see y'all next week. Well, not next week, the fourth Wednesday of April. So thank you very much. Keep smiling, keep shining.